If I can get through it and jump off a cliff, I can get through anything. I'm addicted to that feeling. Hey, I might get canceled for this, but
Molly Carlson is one of the best cliff divers in the entire world. She's insane at this sport. She jumps off massive platforms and just does crazy shit. But the best thing about Molly is really not about what she does, but it's about how she does it. She's built this massive community of #BraveGang through her social media, talking about fear, mental health, and body image. And she's so wonderful to be around. She's proof that you can be soft and strong, bubbly and bold, unstoppable and terrified all at the same time. And honestly, that's what being a sweetie is all about. So enjoy this episode of the OK Sweetie Show with Molly Carlson.
okay, sweetie.
Okay, sweetie.
Okay, sweetie.
Okay, sweetie.
Okay, sweetie.
The OK Sweetie Show. So, hey.
Hey, girl, hey. We're here.
I want to actually start by making like a formal public apology to the Brave Gang and to the Sweetie Hood for my fucking haircut.
It's so cute, though.
And like, let's compare our nails real quick.
No.
No, don't lie to me. My haircut is not cute. It's giving Betsy Ross.
But I like the little, I'm too nervous to ever do that. But like, you could pull it off.
Like
but
a
the
little
nails,
bang.
girl, get them done.
No, this is so bad. Like, that's so embarrassing.
But the Brave Gang doesn't judge.
That's the thing.
We don't judge here.
That's the thing about the Brave Gang. Like, truly, like, no judgment.
Truly show up however you want to be.
Oh my God, I have so many questions about that, but I feel like I need to like maybe process them like later on. Because we're gonna, all right, we'll just start at the beginning.
Here we are.
Start at like
You go, girl.
the childhood,
Oh my gosh.
shall we?
Childhood trauma. Let's
Childhood
go.
trauma, let's just dive right into it. But realistically, like something so interesting to me
Okay.
about you is that when you were 4 years old, you wanted to be an Olympian.
Oh, you did your research.
We did our research.
Research.
But you didn't even know what sport. And I'm just like,
Right.
what was it about being an Olympian? Like, that's such a grandiose, you're 4 years old. You're like,
Right.
you know, like what was it about being an Olympian?
I was sitting down watching my first Olympics. I don't even know which one that was, but I was watching it 4 years old, and I was like, wow, I really want to represent like the maple leaf. Like, I want to put on that and just have the pride of the country. I don't know. I guess at
4 years?
at 4, I was like, wow, I want to be that. And I was like, this is so crazy.
No idea why. It just
No
like,
idea why. I was like, wow, maybe because like the attention they were getting. I don't know. Maybe I just really wanted attention as a kid.
yeah.
But I was like, wow, like everyone looks up to them. And like the way my mom was speaking about these Olympians, they were just like, imagine going to the Olympics. Like they must be so proud. And I was like, I want to be proud. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think just like the way we grew up was just very sport heavy. And I was like, wow, imagine that.
So your family was a sport-oriented family.
My mom and dad do not do sports to save their life, but we have watched sports forever.
So you're watching the sports, they're not doing the sports.
We are watching and we're jealous, and that's who we want to be, but we never thought we could ever make it. Also, very small town, like anyone on TV that you can connect with, like we're both Canadian. So then you're just like, I want to be that person. Like, it's just cool.
What were mom and dad like?
Mom and dad were teenage parents. So,
Teenage?
yes.
What, 18?
Yeah.
Or younger?
17.
17?
Like, they had my sister at 16, me at 17.
Were they married?
For me, yes.
Okay, got it.
My sister.
Okay, so sister was first, then they get married, then they have you.
Yes, exactly. But like, who decides at 16, let's have another?
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, were they just so madly in love?
They were
Like-
just obsessed, and they were like, wow, okay, if she's gonna have a tough life because we're 16, let's just have another one so she could have a friend.
Right.
So now they're 16 or 18, they have 2 kids, and they were like, okay, what do we do with them? But we just both had so much energy. Meg is my sister, and she, like, I really wanted to be in artistic sports my whole life. Like, I wanted to dance. I wanted to, I don't know, be like gymnastics, like just fashion, like movement. But Megan wanted to just like run or do like, I don't know. So we both took this dance class together, and she got me kicked out because she was just like, I don't need to listen to the teacher. Like, I can just twirl on my own. I'm like, girl, you're ruining my Olympic chances.
Wait, so you both got kicked out, or you went with her in solidarity?
No, my mom was like, if she's out, you're out, because I'm not driving to 2 things. And I was
Yeah,
like,
fair enough.
Mom. But, you know, at 20, I respect it.
Yeah, I got that. What did they, like, your parents like to do? Were they just like, we're 18, we have 2 kids, we're like hustling and grinding?
No, my dad's an electrician and my mom's a graphic designer, and they just like do their thing.
Okay, slay.
Super fun.
So this is an interesting thing to me too. Like, you were attracted to the artsy sports, you said.
Right. Exactly.
And something to me that like I wanted to talk to you about is that how do I articulate this? Like sporthood is like, because I was, softball.
Yeah, girl.
I did I did karate. I was doing everything, but then I ended up doing softball, swimming, and then snowboarding, which is
Cool.
so like, to be a girl and to be in sport, it's so kind of like tomboyish.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have this really girly girl side of you.
Yeah.
And so do I.
Yeah.
And it's always been really hard for me to be like the tomboy and the girly girl. And I've just like had
Right.
such a hard time being like, which one am I? Like, how do they like exist together? So, can you like, do you have any experience, any feelings like that?
I feel like I was definitely always in sports where there was more women than men. So like gymnastics, there's way more girls. Diving, there's way more girls. Like guys don't want to put on a little speedo and be like, "Yay, this is like cool," you know. Like,
Right.
as a teenager, it was just way more girl heavy sports. I was like, great. So then for me, I never really felt like I had to, I've always been a girly girl, so I never really felt like I had to change who I was to be in this sport, which was really like, I'm super lucky, super grateful. But now, like, getting a Red Bull contract, like all the Red Bull athletes are like very tomboy, very like sendy. Like, I'm not rah sendy. Like, imagine I'm the most calculated person on the edge of that cliff. Like, I will not cliff jump for fun. Like, that's weird. Like, I will do it to win a competition. I will do it to make an epic video, but like for funsies in the corner, like I'm not sending things, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it was
100%.
funny, like meeting other Red Bull athletes in different sports, and I'm like, wow, you guys are like really badass, and I'm just like girly pop. Like,
You don't feel badass though, because like your shit is crazy.
well, that's what people think. They're like, wow, you must be like really cool. Like you're like a badass. You're very like down to earth. I'm like, I feel like the biggest imposter syndrome just up there because I'm like, I guess I do cool things, but I've trained 17 years for it, you know? Like, it's, I don't know. I feel like it's not like you wake up and jump off a cliff. Like,
No, I could never. So you're just like up there and you're kind of like a dove in the wind. Like you're more like the beautiful, graceful. You're not like the hardcore.
I like to pretend I'm a
Yeah.
dive. I'm up there.
No,
Make me pretty.
and it works. Like,
Right. I'm like, give me the high scores. Let me put on my lip gloss after. Like, I don't care. If I see a 10, I am popping a champagne, having my little cheers with all my girlies. Like,
do you feel like maybe this is just like me legitimately projecting, but like, do you feel like basic in those sort of instances with the other female athletes and stuff, and you're just
Yeah.
like, no, I want to be doing like my lip gloss and like I'm a beautiful angel princess. Like, do you feel judgment from the other? I mean,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I thought I would, but then I realized I'm unique doing this because no one else in cliff diving is doing their makeup, putting on their little lip stain before the competition starts, doing their waterproof mascara. I'm like, wait, I am standing out like in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like if everyone was doing that, I'd be like, okay, like this is like unnecessary. But at the end of the day, like now all the girly pops come up to me after the competition because they're like, oh my God, you can look cute, you can do all your makeup, you could do whatever and still jump in the water and be a badass. I'm like, okay, I like being able to do both. That's really fun.
I think that's like honestly the whole appeal about you is that you have like strength and softness kind of coexisting in so many different ways. The first one being what I just described of like
Right.
the girly girl doing the sporty thing
Right.
and just doing it your way. And then also though, like, just speak to this a little bit of your personality. You're so bubbly, you're so fun, you're so kind, but like, let's be for real. What you're doing
right.
takes serious intensity and fierceness and
Yeah.
like I'm sure there's fearlessness and bravery, but like the competitiveness, like how do you like organize your inner world? Like, are those two sides ever at odds, or are they just
I'm like a very like anxious person when it comes to performance. Like I have so much performance anxiety about like being perfect, and I grew up trying to be a perfectionist, and like I think that came with the sports that I chose is like you're forever in a sport that tells you you're not a 10 like every single day. Like that's brutal for the ego. I'm like, wait, I'm only a 6 today. Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Which is tough. And then you know, realize that like, okay, a 7's pretty good. Like we celebrated 7. But at the end of the day, like I have learned that I'm gonna forever show up as my bubbly self. And like now with my social media audience, with my Brave Gang community, like I can literally come dead last and be celebrated because they're like, oh my God, you went up there and you tried again. Like after I slipped, I don't know if you saw that video.
Oh, I saw that.
Horrifying. I was
can
like,
imagine.
oh my gosh, I have to get back up there and do that again in a month for world champs. And I'm shitting myself, like horrified. But I like ended up like putting my arms up. When you end with your arms up, it's like maximum 4.5 out of 10. I was like, damn.
Because that's not what you want to do.
Right, you have to land arms down. So I was like, damn, like I went all the way to world champs. I redid this dive. I ended up 9th. I was like, which like 9th in the world sounds really fucking good. But then to like me, who's always been podium for the last 4 years, I'm like, oh my gosh, like what are people gonna think? And I stayed after the event and just like hundreds of people lining up to like meet me. And they were just saying, your bravery for getting back up there after slipping was better than winning. Like if you won, we don't even care. Like we're here for you for doing it again. And that was just like really good for my brain to know that like it's not about the results, it's about who you are. And I think that I'm learning that over the years, because in Olympic sports, like you almost have to fit into a mold, but in extreme sports no one's gonna do what you do, so
Yeah.
no one can judge you.
Right. So in sports, it is so goal oriented and results based.
Yeah.
And I feel like that really can fuck with athletes sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I come from the world of snowboarding and action sports. And, I've heard stories of certain people that, were like the best snowboarder in the world. They were like the hot shit at one point.
Right.
And then they get older and they like can't do their, especially in action sports, like you can't do your thing anymore per se.
Exactly.
So you're like this one person in particular that I'm thinking of, his name's JP Walker, and he's like, are people gonna like me for being JP, or do they only like me for being the best snowboarder in the world?
Exactly.
And then you have to like relearn that, but you're doing it in real time in like your peak career.
Girl, it's scary. Because then I'm like, I go and post a video about like cellulite or something. I'm like, wait, are people gonna like enjoy this kind of content? But then I realize like I don't care. I'm like, what really helps me with because I kind of feel like I have 2 jobs. Like I'm a professional cliff diver, but I'm also a full-time like content creator at the same time. And I'm like, wait, at the end of the day, like what did 16-year-old Molly need to see on social media that like isn't being shown right now? And like for me, it was always body image. It was always comparing myself to other athletes. And I'm like, at the end of the day, if people unfollow me because I'm not winning, like I don't want them anyways. Like I don't want them there.
It's not for you.
All they care is my results. Like who cares? Who cares if you're number 1 in the world or 10th in the world? Like at the end of the day, I feel like I'm making a difference, and I'd way rather that.
And so once your community just kind of started accepting you for the vulnerability and being who you are, was it easier for you to then make that transition in your brain? Because I've read so much and seen so much about you that says like, I learned to love myself. I'm like, okay, but like how?
You're like, girl, we all need to learn how to love ourselves, but how?
But like, how are we doing it? Because that's a crazy brain switch where like everything in life is, I mean, it's like kind of a bigger picture of society. It's like achievement based value, and you're now finding this value, this inherent value.
I feel like it takes a long time to learn, and I'm still learning how to love myself. I think we all are. Like you're never gonna be like, I 100% love all of this right now. It's like, whoa, that's almost cocky, you know what I mean? And so for me, I feel like I'm always learning, but I've just been kinder to myself the older I got. Like when I was 16 years old, trying to make the Olympics in 2016, I really, really wanted to look a certain way. I'm a really tall diver, so I thought I had to be shorter. I thought I had to be skinnier to make like bigger dives, because like the smaller you are in my head, the faster you flipped. And I was like, oh my gosh. And now it's funny because my new best friend, we were pinned against each other our whole lives, Kaylee McKay. She went to the Olympics, but she always wanted to be as tall as me for the grace and the lines and the aesthetic. Like she's like, dude, I wanted your scores from the judges and you wanted mine. And it was just like, it's crazy that we always want to be someone else when we're teenagers. We always want to have what we don't have. And I think that's what's really hard, is like, it takes a while to dig deep and learn why you are important. But for me, I literally moved countries to like changed my whole perspective when I didn't make the Olympics 2016. Like top 2 go to the Olympics. I was 4th. I was like, okay, you know what? Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good, okay? And I was like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm going to go to Florida State University. I went 4 years on scholarship just to like really escape the environment of Olympic cycle, staying in Canada, really trying hard to, I'm like, let me go get my free education. Let me do this full ride thing, have a good time. And that's when I really fell in love with it, was when I didn't have the pressure. Like as soon as I took the pressure away, the perspective changed. And I was like, wait, the first thing I told my coach when I got there was, listen, I have a history of eating disorders, super bad body image, and lots of anxiety. Like my first week of school, because I was like,
Hi, I'm Molly.
hi, I'm Molly. Thanks for the full ride. You're gonna hate me, like basically. And
Good for you, but like even doing that is hard.
well, and that was like, as soon as I didn't make the Olympics, I felt the courage. I could finally open up because I wasn't hiding I didn't have to go on the biggest world stage and like pretend to be someone else. And that was like so exciting. And I was just like, listen, I'm going to go to this new environment and fully open up. And I think that was the bravest thing I ever did. Was people think like, oh my God, you jump off the cliffs. That's must be the bravest thing you ever did. I'm like, no, asking for help was the bravest thing I ever fucking did, because that shit's scary.
Well, yeah.
So spooky. And then the
Spooky.
spooky season, asking for help.
Spooky season.
But then the thing that stays with me the longest is what he said back to me. He was like, Molly, I hope you know you're never going to be remembered for like the body that you bring to the table. You're going to be remembered for your smile, your energy, your happiness, like your joy. And I was like, whoa, a coach doesn't care about what I look like? Like, this is crazy. In the world of like judge sports, like that felt like it was unheard of to me. And I was like, this is like, I could do this. I could do 4 more years here. It was so special.
And he said that right in the beginning of your time there.
Yeah, right after I was like, hey, I have anxiety and eating disorder.
It's such a great, amazing first conversation.
Imagine. And I was like, wow, where have you been my whole life? And I was just like, his name's John Proctor. And like, he now sees me, like, he was the coach that was like, listen, you're really talented, but your wrists are broken. You should go to your feet. And I was like, ew.
Disgusting.
He's like, you should go higher. I was like, I'm never going higher. That's actually crazy. And as soon as I tried it, because I broke my wrists, I was like, oh, I love it. I love going to my feet. I love going higher. And then, so now every time, he's just so proud of me. It's really cool. Like, he lives down in the States, of course, but it's cool to just keep in touch and like know that he really changed my life with one conversation.
So he was your coach for 4 years?
Yeah.
And then you started doing the cliff diving stuff?
Yeah.
So talking back about appearance, like,
yeah,
I know that you struggled a lot with body image stuff, eating disorder.
Right.
Do your looks ever, as a woman and as an athlete and being so visible on social media and so, I mean, your people are always looking at you. Are looks a part of the conversation in other areas? Like, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you like naturally like that, but is there any pressure as like
yeah,
a female athlete, and also like, are there expectations around it?
What's hard is like, it's not like I'm in a t-shirt and shorts. Like, I am in a bathing suit every single day. So like, and I make content every single day. So I've seen my body change for like 10 years of filming. And that's really hard because I go back and I'm like, wow, I used to hate myself here, but look how good I looked. And I'm like, imagine if I loved myself then and now. It's always comparison back to yourself. And I'm like, this sucks. I find it's mostly just like inner critic. But from the outside, like, again, no one can do what I do. So like, I really don't get that kind of hate. Like, if I was a beauty influencer and I don't know, I showed my cellulite, people would be like, okay, like, no one needs
This isn't why we follow you.
Right. But I'm like, I'm jumping off a cliff with my cellulite. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, let's do it. And I just feel like I have a really beautiful audience of positivity. Like, I rarely get negative comments. Okay, I might get canceled for this, but I was getting no negative comments for like the longest time. I actually like negative commented on my own videos so then I could like reply to them.
Like, you made a burner account?
Yes.
I'm obsessed with
And
that.
I was
Why?
like,
Walk me
just
through.
so
like,
then I could like send a message. And I was just like, oh, like basically,
because you had something specific you wanted to say back
Yes.
to like, but you're like, I'm waiting for this troll. Where's the troll?
Where's the troll? I really wanted to talk about like bloating in my sport, and it was just like, I wrote something like, she looks pregnant or something, which like I do get now, which
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, rude. Like, it's funny when it comes from me.
Yeah.
But when it's from other
Me and my best friend can say this. You cannot.
and like my burner account is allowed to say I'm pregnant, but not the internet. So
Molly Carlson, hater 16.
So I literally would like reply to that just to like make a difference and like help these young girls like know that like if you get comments like this, I just want to try to help because I get that question a lot is like, how do you handle negative comments? But then when I wasn't getting them, I was like, I need to show everyone what they can do when they get negative comments. You just like,
What was the response?
I don't know, just kill them with kindness. Like I
Yeah.
always just like, yeah, but watch what I can do, bloated. You know what I mean? Like I think that's fun. And I think like I'm never gonna start hate or cause chaos unless from myself, apparently. But yeah, I think it's just like nice to use socials to like make a difference. And it's tricky because we totally started on another topic here in this, but now we're on socials.
That's good.
We're really flowing here. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I think being in an extreme sport like gives me this kind of platform to be whoever I want. Like it's not
When you first started posting, did
Yeah.
you feel like cringe?
100%.
Because first of all, let me just say, public service announcement, we're canceling the word fucking cringe. I hate that word. I think it's
Oh my
so
God.
just like nasty that people now have to think about like being perceived like, oh, I'm dancing at a concert. Am I gonna be seen as
Right.
cringe? Like where you're just having fun.
You're just
However,
enjoying. Yeah.
like I do be posting some shit that like I have like not that many followers. Like people would be like, you're trying to be an influencer, you're cringe.
Right.
Whatever.
No.
But for you, like
Yeah.
I just want to know, were you scared of judgment for others and stuff when you started posting?
I think this is like weird to say, but like I've had a boyfriend now for 4 years. And when you're already in a relationship, you can post whatever the fuck you want, which is like funny, which is kind of toxic. Like single me, I'd be
No,
like,
but if it's a good boyfriend, like
no, that's what I'm saying. Like I have a very good boyfriend. He's like,
no, we love him.
post your double chin, love you, girl. Like
He's like,
you-
post that ass, like
No, he's
go
like,
off.
Yes. It's like cellulite. No, I don't care. Like
Yeah.
you're mine. I'm like perfect. But like if I was single, I think I'd be like a bit more, which is bad. Like I hope like single girls out there feel confident to post whatever they want. But like that's just my insecurities being like, will anyone ever love me if I'm like being authentically me? And that's scary. Like they should. Like you should only date someone that loves you 100%. But yeah, it's scary. I think I was just talking to a friend down in LA this week, and she recently broke up with her partner and she does content. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to look at all my videos like I'm cringy because I'm
Oh, that's-
single.
Because you're putting yourself in the mind of a guy that's like,
Yes.
but it almost also comes back to like women living for
Right.
men's approval.
And now Instagram is almost like a Tinder. Like you go and you show people, send your profile to people to be like, oh, look at this person.
Yeah.
And it's like, if
Yeah.
your first video is like, come try a backflip with me. And you're like, wait, this is
when you
so-
have 1,200 followers versus like
Right.
700,000.
right.
Exactly. Like,
So it's just interesting. It was a really good conversation. We got down to the point where we're like, okay, we need to stop caring what people think. It just like cringe is dead. Like
cringe is dead.
be you. Cringe is dead.
Hashtag
okay?
cringe is dead
Love
movement.
you.
And the thing is too, like just it's cool to see people trying things and putting yourself out there so hard. So like don't hate on the person that's doing that.
I also think it's hot to be confident. Yeah. Do you know how hot confidence is? Like, I wish I was hot in high school with confidence, but your girl was terrified eating lunch in the bathroom.
But that's probably why you have like such a good personality now, because you need
the
to
trauma?
because of the trauma. Exactly. And then also just about like women living for men, fucking God forbid.
Right.
With the eating disorder stuff, I just want to understand.
Yeah.
Because the way that I've learned about it from you is that your coach said that one of your coaches said that you're fat.
Exactly.
And so which is fuck that motherfucker.
And that was crazy.
That's crazy. That's like illegal, actually. I'm pretty
Actually,
sure.
he got fired.
Good. So to me, it feels like you got the eating, and this could be like so simplified and reductive, and like
No, yeah.
apologies if it is, but you got the eating disorder because of that, because you wanted to like perform at the top level.
Yeah.
So is it more about like performing, or was it also about like wanting to be like skinny and hot?
Right. So, I mean, it all falls under anxiety disorders. So, like, I've had anxiety since I was 10. And then when I heard this, like, a coach come up to me, oh, like, you're too big, you're too fat to ever go to the Olympics, like, where you are right now. Like, pointing and looking at all of me, I was like, did you just associate me as, like, not being good enough because of what I look like? Like, that was crazy.
It's like your internal monologue is now being
And I'm like, oh my God, I just let a man tell me that I'm not capable of something because of what I look like. Like, ew, like go do something else. But basically that made me spiral. And I was like, then all you want to do with anxiety is control something. And so I just led into like the controlling food. And what happened was it was just like being in a bathing suit from Monday to Friday. I was like, okay, let me just like not eat anything. And then on weekends, I don't have to be in a bathing suit for 2 days. Let me eat everything I can see, which was just awful. Like it's such a, and then the guilt you feel, just like this binging cycle, and then the regret and the guilt. And you're just like, this is awful. I'd rather just eat like a normal human 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Like what is this restrict and then like absolutely eat everything in my closet? Like this sucks. And I just remember my mom too was going through a tough time like with her divorce, and she was just like also depressed, and we were just anxious and depressed. It was just me and her in Toronto. I was like, girl, this is not a good look for us. We're gonna look back at this and
But,
just be like,
kind of love it though.
no, we really went through it, and now we work together. Like she runs Brave Gang with me, and it's just like so special to know that like we've been through it
Yeah.
in the dark days, and like we really thought hating ourselves was the only option, and now we're like literally starting a self-love company. I'm like, this is,
It's iconic.
we really did a 180, mom, but I love this for us.
What was going on at age 10? Like, do you have any idea of like why the anxiety started?
I think my mom was just like, honestly, I wanted to be like perfect and super competitive from day one. It started in,
You did, or
yeah,
Okay.
I did. And like I was in gymnastics like from 7, and she just noticed these like really competitive tendencies, and she's like, girl, calm down, like you're 10. Like I remember this one practice, it was just like, who can hold their arm out the longest? Just one arm. And I was like, I'm not going home until every girl puts their fucking arm down, or I'm a failure. Like, and I would go home and I'd be like, Mom, I failed today. Like, and she's like, it's too much. Like, this is too intense. Like,
Yeah.
and just like the complete devastation if I did fail, or like, yeah, I don't know. I think having teenage parents, you grow up like struggling, like we were not financially well off by any means. So it was just like, I thought my only way to success was like through competition. And so I really felt like everything had to be perfect. And like for that to be already started at 10 is crazy. And or I'd like buy a Rubik's Cube, and like if I didn't learn it that day, like then I was a failure. Like and my mom's like, dude, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Like relax. Like please go play and touch grass, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, do
Be a
anything.
kid.
Do anything but this. Like you're freaking me out. And my sister is just a free spirit in the corner, like complete opposite. She's like, life's good. And my mom's like, I don't know what's happening here, but and then from that moment I was just like, okay, your girl has anxiety. Like just all I really needed was like a bit more love and support, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel like it's like so different for everyone
Yeah.
on how they deal with that stuff. But
Yeah.
I guess for you, having awareness around it at such a young age, do you feel like it was just like biochemical, or the way that like you reacted to your parents? Probably it's just like an anxious environment that you're in. What's like your dad's narrative?
No, for sure. Like my grandma, my mom, like they've all had anxiety. My dad is just like kind of, he doesn't really talk about emotions.
Classic.
So yeah, every father ever. He's like, I will build you a house, but like you got me fucked up if you think I'm talking about your feelings. And I'm like, I respect it. Like we love that you're just there if I need it. Like you'll hug me, whatever. But like really talking about emotions was not his strong suit. So I was like, okay, interesting. Like I'd always go to my mom for that. But then I kind of associated that with like, men don't talk about feelings. Like no man's ever gonna love me because I have so many feelings. I'm so anxious. I'm so stressed. Like I really want to be perfect all the time. And like so I kind of thought of like, wow, I'm never gonna be loved because I do have so many emotions. And I think that also made me spiral in the fact of like I felt really different, and I felt really like just anxious as a human. And I was like, this sucks to feel alone in this, especially when all the Olympians above you are never talking about anything. Like when I was growing up, probably when you were doing sport too, like no Olympian was getting on the platforms and being like, I have anxiety today. Like none of that. Like these were not conversations when we were growing up.
In general, like even out, especially with men, I feel like,
oh my God,
like that's a whole different.
the men never.
Yeah, they're like maybe just now kind of learning like how to talk about that stuff.
Exactly.
So then how does it go with the boyfriend? Like it was he your first boyfriend?
I had like,
And was it easy to accept that he loved you?
no, I was like, wait, I still struggle. I'm like, wow, why? And I ask him and he's like, can you shut up with these dumb questions? Like, just let me love you. I'm like, weird.
Yeah.
But I think also having family like who did have divorce, I'm just like, you bond with so many people. It's like, are your parents together? Are they divorced?
It's actually weird that your parents are together.
No, I'm like, what's happening? Like, it's 2025. Parents are not together.
Yeah, it's like parents aren't together.
So you just like kind of grow up believing that love isn't real, and you're just like, wow, this is tough. So then when I met Aiden, we met cliff diving back in 2021. We both came like dead last in Ireland. Like we both got hit by waves. Like it was really traumatic.
It's cute.
And yeah, cute. Cute.
Me cute.
Get slapped by
Everyone
some
can relate.
waves. So then we ended up just crashing this wedding that was in our hotel, and immediately besties. And I was just like, wait, this is so fun. Let's just travel the world together. Like absolutely have the best time.
That's so
And it
cute.
was so fun.
So it was immediate. You guys both get dead last. You're like, hey, let's also now crash a wedding. Like make
Right.
it more of like a movie.
Let's just
And then you fall in love like
Correct.
that.
And then we're obsessed with each other. And he is younger though. I'm like a predator. Like I'm like
You're
a
a crayon robber. How much younger?
He's 23, and I'm like, babe, where's my ring? And he's like, I'm 23. I'm like, oh yeah, take your time. But like,
I'll give you 2 years though. I'll give you 2 years.
I'm like, the ultimatum's coming.
Yeah, 100%.
But no, it's lovely. It's lovely being with a partner that like really loves you for you, and then also like can see that like, listen, I have trauma. I've watched, love struggle for a long time. And it's just like, oh, at the end of the day, he's like, okay, we could talk about it. I want you to feel comfortable, but I'm here for you. And I was like, wow, so lovely.
Are his parents together?
Yes. Crazy.
Crazy. But also kind of nice because then you can go and like see that like, what's it called?
Yes.
Nuclear family
I
dynamic
know. And I'm
type
like,
of thing.
whoa. Like Helen and Tony, you're so healthy.
Stop. So the parents' divorce kind of affects you in the sense of you're like, okay, love's bullshit.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm extra anxious now.
Yeah. I was already anxious already, and now I'm anxious
Now
at 10.
I'm back. Yeah, exactly.
If there's one thing that you need to know about me and about all the Sweetie girls, it's that we never leave the house without our Skull Candy headphones. I throw on my red jacket, I throw on my red headphones. Perfect outfit completer. Maybe I want to match my headphones with something else, like my scrunchie. Perfect, because Skull Candy has options. Not only is my noise being canceled, but my bass is bumping and my quality is great, and I can listen to everything from Taylor Swift to Sabrina Carpenter to Wu-Tang Clan. Oh my gosh, yes, so Sweetie coded. My bass is bumping on these things. Go to skullcandy.com, buy yourself a pair of headphones, Sweetie Pink or Sweetie Red. Go buy some Skull Candies. So also back to, you mentioned attention.
Right.
I love attention as well.
Love, addicted.
And I think that it's natural to love attention in some regard.
Yeah.
I need it more than others, I've been told. I like see this spiritual healer and she's like, yeah, you need more attention than others. And I'm like, okay.
Not the spiritual healer.
Oh my God, we'll talk about that off. We'll talk about that off camera.
Sign me up.
No, I will, because you're going to love her.
I
I think I'm going to talk about my healer in every single episode and conversation. But attention, like and it's the same thing as like posting online. It's like, let me just like live and do what I want to do. But then it's like attention whore, like vanity. Like, is there any shame around that for you?
Especially when I post crying videos. Like I posted a really big crying episode at World Champs. I was like, wait, is this pick me? Like, am I sobbing on camera? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I know that if I saw an Olympian when I was 16 crying, having a panic attack before competing, I'd be like, I'm not alone. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
she can do it, so I can do it.
like, I'm gonna film. I don't care if people think I'm pick me, whatever, choose me, love me.
Oh my God.
Like,
Stop. I just did the plane crash
No, you
episode.
didn't. I'm sad.
And I don't, does it start to suck after?
Girl, I can't. Like, I can't even.
Off camera, off camera.
No, but the plane crash video literally made me cry. Sobbing, best episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, posting crying definitely gets people like, ugh, stop crying on camera. But I'm like, I don't care about you, Jeff. So yeah, it's just like, you're going to get the hate. But then at the end of the day, like, I don't care. Because then I have people coming up to me crying. And they're like, oh my gosh, this Reese Witherspoon replies to those. And she's like, wow, seeing Molly's like panic attack really reminded me, like when I was 20, I was going through so much anxiety as well. And I'm like, the fact Reese Witherspoon will reply to my crying videos, I'm like, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can get that intrusive voice and just kick it out, which is another thing with the intrusive voice, because you're up on that platform or that cliff or whatever the fuck you're jumping off of. And you have talked about how you have this super negative voice inside your head.
Yeah.
And you need to override it in order to do the stunt that you're going to do.
Okay.
Does that make it easy for you to like maybe not easy, but like, how does that affect the way that you override the intrusive thoughts in your brain on a day-to-day basis?
Honestly, if I can get through it and jump off a cliff, I can get through anything.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about cliff diving, like this is where I feel like I'm really strange, is like it's my safe space because I live with anxiety every single day. Those 3 seconds in the air are silent. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my brain's never silent. Like I'm addicted to that feeling. So people think I'm an adrenaline junkie. I'm like, no,
I'm a
silence
silence junkie.
I'm like, let me jump off a cliff for my brain to just shut the fuck up so I can just be in the moment. And I'm like, this is so cool that my sport gives me that because like when I'm doing anything else, my brain is just spiraling. Or like, again, the moments before a cliff jump, your brain is like, oh my God, don't do it. Like you could literally be in bed right now. Like there's no need to jump off this cliff. Like, babe, like literally work a 9 to 5. Like what's happening? And then the way you just like tell your voice, like, no, I've trained for this. Like I'm fine. Like you literally gaslight yourself to be like, I'm ready for this somehow. But then you just do it and then it's addicting. And you're just like, wow, like I really loved from the moment my feet leave the platform to when I hit the water, it's just like me in the air and it's just like, it's magic. Like I
So
love it.
if you're then like showing up to, let's say, I don't know, Reese Witherspoon's event and you say, I'm not putting this on you, but say you have like super bad social anxiety or something.
Right.
And the voice in your head is like, you're stupid, you're awkward, everyone's gonna hate you.
Yes.
Are you able to then like take what you learn on the platform and like apply it? Or does it kind of not even?
No, 100%. Every time I have imposter syndrome, which is often at these like influencer events, like yes, I'm a girly pop, but like I'm not a beauty influencer. Like I do jump off a cliff for a living.
But that's what.
So yeah, for me, it was just like every time I get imposter syndrome, I'm like, oh, but I'm a badass. So like none of these girls that I'm comparing myself to can do what I do. So like just be you.
Yeah.
Be unique. And that's really helped me. And like again, like whether you jump off a cliff or not, like none of the girls around you are going to be the best you. So like show up as the best you. Like that's what I always try to preach is like literally you're the only person that can be the best version of you.
Do you feel like fitting in has not even like really existed? Like, because I hear you speak and it's kind of like
Yeah.
you have the voices like, I want to fit in, I'm not a beauty influencer, but like it seems so comfortable for you to also just be like, yeah, I'm gonna be one of the first and only women that's gonna cliff dive and post about it, and one of the first and only Olympic athletes is gonna talk about not being perfect.
For real.
So like you kind of want to fit in, but then you're like, actually, fuck that, I want to be unique. Like,
well, it's crazy. My whole life I wanted to fit in, and then you realize it's just so much easier to not fit in, and it's so much easier to just like not have anxiety if you're not trying to be like everyone else. And I'm like, wow, as soon as you truly accept that you are different, then it's like, oh, you don't have the pressure to fit in anymore. Like you could literally be whoever you want. It's crazy.
once you say like, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be, I'm going to do it intentionally, and then do you think there's an element of getting that external like validation though?
Oh, for sure. No. And that's the thing. Like, because I can be whoever I want and also have 7 million followers, I'm like, oh, okay, it's much easier. Like, if I was whoever I want and then, like, I don't know, had like 1,000 followers, I'd be like, okay, like, no one loves me for me. But the fact, I think that really helps. Like, I'm getting so much attention for being myself. That's crazy. Like, baby Molly would be screaming right now. She's like, wait, you could be you and have 7 million followers. Like, what's happening?
Dude, it's so sick.
It's
like,
insane.
Because you've just like jumped out of that thing of being that bubble of athletes needing to like to have results and perform, and like, you know, they're 45, like Tom Brady's never gonna fucking retire because he like can't, because he doesn't know who he is outside of it. Like you kind of don't have to worry about it anymore.
It's crazy. Well, and I always talk to my boyfriend too because he is live and breathe cliff diving, and it's so weird dating someone that like doesn't do two things. You know what I mean? I'm always like, I need a backup plan. I need to make content. Like I'm obsessed with attention, so I'm just gonna keep posting, and it's fun because I know I'm making a difference, but also like it's just helping my insides to like love myself. But then I see my partner, and he's just like, I am never posting. I'm just gonna cliff dive, and that's my life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like what happens when you break your leg? You know, like what happens when this year he got back surgery, and he's just like really dove into like rehab became his life. And I'm like, whoa, like it's just so cool seeing non-anxious people be okay with like doing one thing. I'm like, wow, I feel like as an anxious person, we're such workaholics. We like love burnout, and that's like so fucked up.
Anxiety, hearts, burnout.
We love burnout. But I'm just like, wow, he's so healthy, you know? Like he's just like not anxious. He knows that like cliff diving is his next chapter for a little bit, and he's just like, that's what he's gonna do. I'm like, you're really going to bed and getting 8 hours of sleep every night, babe?
What a concept.
That's crazy.
But like for you, it's like you're not at the mercy of just being a cliff diver and
Right.
succeeding. You're not at the mercy of just being an influencer
Right.
and making content. You like have both. So
Yeah.
it's kind of caused some sort of liberation.
Right. It's like it's cool to have both, but it is exhausting. And it's like I need to remind myself that it's okay to take breaks sometimes. Like we're going to Iceland in 2 weeks, and Aiden keeps saying like you're gonna like do a blackout period on your socials, right? I'm like, I'm thinking about it.
I'm
not gonna do it, girl.
Like planning content in the corner.
And like I know like every location in Iceland's gonna be stunning. He's like, you can literally post later. And like imagine not posting in real time.
Yeah.
Like I'm having anxiety about that.
That
But
could
he's
be
like,
a cool like social.
no, and I'm like, I'm pumped to just like really give it a go.
Mhm.
But it's hard for me to take breaks. But like, I don't know, when your phone is your life, of course it's easy to not stop. You know what I mean? Like if I had a laptop and like really shut it, I'd be like, okay, it's closed. But like you're on your phone for everything.
It needs to be there all the time. Do you have notifications turned on?
No.
Okay, that'd be crazy. I was gonna say,
girl.
we need to check on
Just text message, but even then I'm like, who's texting me? And then you
Yeah.
get the random numbers. Do you work on Sundays? I'm like, I don't even know those jobs.
I get a call every single day. Your loan has been approved. Anyways, back to the anxious voice on the platform. Something I'm really curious about is because I, like I said, come from the world of snowboarding, and a lot of my friends are these, like you, extreme athletes who kind of live physically in fight or flight a lot of the time.
Right.
So you're on these platforms, you're overriding these anxious voices. Do you, and you can like take a second to think about this because it's kind of an obscure question, but do you feel like overriding that voice, does it disconnect you from your body because your body's like feeling so much fear, and then you're having to be like, fuck that fear, I'm gonna keep it moving?
Right.
So are you disconnected from your body, or is your body more of like are you more in tune with it because it's such a central focus?
I truly feel like I never go up to do something that I'm not ready for physically. And that's one thing like me and my coach are good at. I don't know in snowboarding. You guys have coaches, right?
Like the best of the best have coaches.
What's
but
up with
there's like so
that?
many different like core community, and then like people who actually make money.
No, that's a horrifying. You're like, we all need money. But to me, like I joined cliff diving and no one had coaches either. I'm like, what is up with this? One of the most dangerous sports, and we're just sending ourselves. And so I was kind of part of the first generation of cliff divers that brought a coach to every competition. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You got me tripping if you think I'm jumping without someone watching or filming or telling me how to make it safer, you know? So for me, like me and my coach made a deal, like anytime I'm not feeling there physically, because it's, you know, like when you're physically ready for something, you just have to literally convince yourself, okay, like I know my body can do this. Is my brain there today? And if my brain's not there today, I've walked down like many times. Like I've got up to the top and been like, actually, I don't see the dive. I can't visualize it. It's just not going to work today. And I've walked, the walk of shame is brutal because
Oh my
it's
God,
so
yeah.
high up. And then you just cry the whole time. It's like 20 minutes of shame. I'm like, this is so dramatic. I should have just jumped down. Like, are you kidding me? But then you can't waste impacts. So then, because you can only do a certain amount of impacts every week. Either way,
my
my coach and I
gosh.
are very like on the same page with, he knows when to send me up for something. And if I'm not ready, he's like not going to judge me at all. Like he's like, if you're not mentally there, please don't do it. Because it's almost better to say no than to jump when you're not ready and hurt yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But how many days can you pull that off? Like
Yeah.
in your own mind? Because
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll give myself an hour to like not do this work. And I'm like, I'm a fucking loser. Like, gotta get back to it.
No, for real.
But I'm not risking my life every day when I'm sitting at my laptop and like coming up with like,
Right. But I think when you do the walk of shame, it motivates you so much to be like, I never want to feel this again. Like next time I go up, I'm going to do it. And like, you just do it. And then the other thing is like, there's always easier tricks to go down to. Like if you truly aren't ready for something bigger, you can compete for easy dives. And like, it's not that deep. You know?
Yeah,
Like you might not be the most competitive on the World Series, but it's just better to be safe. Like we're in one of those sports where if you land wrong, like it's a trip to the hospital, and that's just like not okay. So you need to protect your well-being. Like, that's number one. And I think there's like this other sport happening. I don't know if you've seen it, like death diving
Oh my God.
on
no.
social media, and it's everywhere. And these poor kids are just launching themselves higher and higher, world record every week, and they're all in the hospital. I'm like,
What?
I really hope this isn't what people think I do, because like it's devastating.
Are they
seeing, like-
trained?
No,
Are they doing tricks?
these are these kind of people.
That's not us.
World record.
Yeah. But do you think you can be the best of the best and like be that type of person?
I don't know. I feel like I'll always have this like not humble side of me, but like just like feeling like I never deserve this life. So I'm just always gonna keep it real. Whereas I think some people prefer to be at the top and be cocky, and that's just like their energy and it works for them. But like if I'm ever cocky, like please slap me out of it, because that's just like
Yeah.
not my vibe.
I kind of wanted to ask you about like boys and young men
Yeah.
resonate with your content too, and we found that
Sure.
really interesting that usually young boys don't look up to women. So what do you think it is about your stuff?
It is so interesting that I'll have young boys just like come up to me crying and be like, you've changed my life because of so and so. And I'm like, wait, what? But you realize, like, okay, even though anxiety is way more talked about on the women's side of things, men have anxiety too, dude. And like these kids, like, I feel like every teenager ever is going through changes and like body image, and they're growing, especially guys that like sprout so fast and they're like, what's happening?
Or the little shrimp that hasn't grown up
And
yet.
he's like, is it coming ever? Like,
Yeah.
it's so cute. Or like, I'll literally, the other day I was in a grocery store, like picking out grapes, and this like old dude was like, Brave Gang. And I was like, whoa, I don't do old dudes. Like, this is creepy.
We actually hate your type.
No, but he was just like so supportive. And then he came up and he's like, I just want to say, like, your content's really helped me. And he's like, this 50-year-old man picking out grapes with me. And I'm
Oh.
like, wait, this is so cute. But I'm like, at the end of the day, my YouTube audience is very male heavy. And they
So
are like
interesting.
the young boys, the older dudes that are just like, wow, she does cool shit. And I'm like, wait, cool. Like, I think because I do such an extreme cool sport, I'm getting both genders to like talk about mental health, and that's really epic. Like, I love that.
Yeah, like we kind of full circle moment. We started it off being like, you're doing this crazy, insane thing that
Right.
requires you to be so competitive and fierce and this like hardcore, insane shit. But then you're such like a girl and you're so bubbly and
Mhm.
fun. And then so that kind of like encapsulates the whole audience. Wow,
It's so fun.
you're fab. Okay, so first of all, we have like 2 last segments.
Yeah, you're good.
Also, that was 10 minutes. I'm sorry, that was not an hour.
So fast.
So we are called the OK Sweetie Show, and the reason we called it that is because we think of like,
Yeah, I'm curious.
yeah, people have actually taken it in a lot of different ways, which is kind of like Brave Gang coded, not Brave Gang coded, but Molly Carlson coded,
Right.
where we took it as like not men, let's not say men, people being like dismissive or condescending, being like, okay, sweetie, or like, okay, so you know,
I get it.
but some people take it as like, okay, sweetie, which is like kind of fun.
love.
So we wanted to ask, take it however you want,
Yeah.
but what's your okay, sweetie moment?
Ooh. Okay, my okay, sweetie moment was probably when I posted the first Cringe. Yes, Cringe is dead, but like when I really was authentically me on TikTok, and like it was during COVID, I like brought my like Crocs up and I chucked them down, and like people wanted to like know what size shoe I was. I was like, whoa. And like all the guys were like, okay, sweetie, like no one cares. But then all the girls were like, okay, sweetie, like jump, girl, like you're crazy. And that was the first time I was like, oh, I actually could care less what the haters are saying, because I'm doing something so cool that it was just like, this is now me. Like, I can accept it all. You could say whatever you want, but like, you're not jumping,
Yeah,
you know?
you're not jumping, bitch.
Do
You're
what I do.
behind your computer.
You're literally
Sorry, do what I do. I love that.
crazy.
All right, now this is our favorite segment. It's
Okay.
called Diving In Feet First.
Did
It's
you
a,
make that just for me, or like, oh, okay.
we
I was
changed
like,
the finest setting for
I
everyone,
was like, what?
but this is our favorite right now.
Love.
It's a rapid fire.
Stressed.
Do you ever want to just start doing back handsprings down the street?
I cannot do a back handspring.
You can't do
The thing about diving is like you never bend your back. You're always going this way. I'm sorry. That really ruined the vibes. That really ruined the
Oh, so actually ready to go now. Okay, but like Even if you can't backhand spin.
Oh,
do
I
number
will
one.
pirouette. I will cartwheel. Like, I got you, girl. Of course.
Do you ever just hit an OG pencil dive?
Honestly, no. Is that like, what is a pencil dive in your head? Like to your hands? Oh, a straight jump.
A straight jump.
Of course. It was so fun. That's like the one dive that makes you feel the butterflies.
Really?
If you're flipping, you don't feel the butterflies.
Huh.
So if you want to like feel like you're on a roller coaster, you do just a pencil jump or whatever.
What about a cannonball?
No, girl. I've got too many enemas. Dude, like the amount of water that goes up every hole in this sport,
True.
on the record. Like I want everyone to know.
No one thinks about it. No one talks about it.
Imagine. So you're literally getting free enemas and you're like, thanks. Feeling good.
Why don't you wear a nose clipper or whatever it's
No,
because that's like actually Cringe is back for that.
Cringe is back for the nose clip. We do not need to plug our nose.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Like we're not underwater
Stupid.
for like more than.
Have you ever thought about going on Dancing with the Stars?
Actually, yeah,
You should.
I get a lot of comments about that, but like I don't think they take Canadians. Like, do they? If they do,
Wow, that'd be crazy.
please take me. I'm ready.
Listen, this is our official posting this every day until Dancing with the Stars takes Molly Carlson.
Hi, I would love
What's
give me
on,
any partner.
what's on your pre-dive playlist?
I used to say Drake just to like sound cool and be Canadian, but honestly, just like throwback bangers like Katy Perry Firework is on repeat.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not jump off a cliff to Katy Perry Firework?
Even I would,
I know.
potentially.
Let's go.
I have a good video I'll send you of my pencil.
Next,
My
okay,
pencil
Sweetie
dive.
Show. The next Okay Sweetie episode is off a board.
Please. Are there any crazy things you want to do, but you can't because of risk of injury?
Honestly, ski snowboard.
That's what I had on here.
Yes.
Skiing question mark?
I like tried snowboarding last year for like we do Braveness, so we do like one brave thing every day of December.
Cute.
No, it's exhausting. Like I'm like, fuck, it's coming. Braveness is coming and I'm crying. But we did snowboarding, absolutely caught the edge both ways.
Mhm.
Full concussion. I was like,
Yeah.
great.
Did you wear a helmet?
Yes.
Me being like every mom, are you wearing a helmet?
No, but like full I think because I had many concussions before, my brain's just like, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
But awful. Never again.
well, I'll take you snowboarding. You
no,
took me
girl.
pencil diving.
I'll take your pencils out.
For braveness, is bravery ever to you just like radical acceptance? Like, bitch, I'm not like doing this and I'm honoring myself because I actually feel like sitting here and eating carrots.
No, that's half of braveness. Half of braveness is like doing cool shit, like jumping off a plane. But the other half is like, oh, I feel bloated today, but I'm still gonna wear a dress. And it's like, I love the mix of like 25 days of just straight, unhinged, brave could be anything. It's really cool.
How often do you wash your hair?
Girl, it sucks because I'm in chlorine every day. So like
That's why we
actually every
asked.
day.
Every
It's
day.
insane. And if not, leave in after.
Any product recs?
Red Can sponsor.
Oh, that's fine. But like for real, I need clearly
for
my
real.
hair needs something
The-
to be figured out.
No, the ABC like leave-in is so good for like if you don't want to shower. If you're not a shower girly,
No, I'm not. And I'm not.
love.
Okay.
I could tell. I'm just kidding.
And I get that. Thoughts on the boys wearing speedos?
No, I love it. I think it's fun. My man wears one, so don't come for me.
That's why I asked. I would
No.
love a thesis statement and 3 supporting facts about why you like the speedo.
They are just so confident. Like, I don't know. Like, if a guy wears Speedos, but he's straight as fuck, like, I think that's so hot. Like, they're just like, yeah, just out here flipping. But also,
Said no, whatever.
but for aesthetically, for the judges, like, knowing, like, I'm an athlete, like, you don't want things flapping in the air. It's distracting.
Do you like a thigh on a guy?
Love.
See, that's where you and I are two different women.
Really? You like a no-leg guy?
Well, actually, maybe
Girl, I
maybe
can't
I'll
with you.
change my opinion because I hate like a pale, discolored thigh.
Exactly.
But maybe that's why the speedos are good.
Right. Oh, because they've been wearing shorts and then they take it off and you're like, jump scare. That's crazy. No, Speedo's tanned leg, babe.
So if there's nothing else anyone else gets from this episode, then that.
Period.
Then we left off on a good
Or
note.
your Speedos.
Okay, sweetie. Well, thank you so much. I feel like we're just getting started.
An hour flew by.
Thanks for coming on the show.
I love Okay Sweetie. Insane. You guys are the bestest. Thanks for having me.
Okay, sweeties, thanks for making it to the end of the episode. You know what you can do for us other than just be your best, brightest, most fabulous, chic self? Do us a little solid. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, rate, share with your friends, put it on your socials, send to your ex, send to your mom, whoever you want to reconnect with. It feels like a great opportunity to send them the OK Sweetie Show. Slide in our DMs. If you have a guest suggestion, slide in our DMs. We want to have a relationship with you, sweeties. What are the other things people can do with a podcast? Send it to your dog. Send it to your pet horse. I don't know what people are into. Just send that shit out. Tell everyone how amazing it is, how much you learned, how inspired you're feeling. Like, follow, subscribe, comment. XOXO, sweetie girl.